Greetings, welcome to Jefficho Films. Today we're going to talk about a 1993 action film starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, directed by John Woo. Well, if that doesn't say kick-ass, I don't know what does. So let's review Hard Target. This movie starts out with rainy streets in New Orleans, where a man is being hunted by a group of men with vastly more resources. At some point we see he has dog tags, which implies military service. He does have some resourcefulness to him and can take a beating. Bullets seem to miss him, but arrows do not. You know, he technically made it to the river. Jump to daytime streets, and who is this lovely lady? She's Natasha Binder, and she's looking for her father, Douglas Binder. But we just saw him die. She talks to Elijah Roper about her father, and was shocked to find out that he was homeless. Then we meet Chance Boudreaux. When Natasha walks in, making a phone call, she flashes too much cash, gets some unwanted attention, but lucky for her, Chance is there.
Hello, pretty lady.
Leave me the hell alone.
Got a little extra, huh?
I said get lost. Take your big stick and your boyfriend and find a bus to catch.
This dude thinks he can outkick Van Damme. He gives her a purse and walks off to some blues music. Natasha goes to the police department where they're all on strike, and she finds the one detective inside to file a missing persons report for her father. But the detective says, you have to be missing from somewhere. Oh, he's homeless, that's mean. So she finds Chance and offers him some money, which he needs to pay off the union dues so he can be reinstated and work on the water. She hasn't heard from her father in 3 weeks. He stopped sending letters. They go to a mission and they run into Elijah, who tells her about her father's belongings, and they find sex flyers, which is their next lead. It leads them to Randall, but they get interrupted by the mummy.
Hello, Randall. I didn't know you had company.
We were just leaving.
Police dude comes by. They found Dad's body, badly burnt. And then Randall gets another visit from Pik van Cleef and Emil Fouchon, played by Lance Henriksen. And they're not happy because they're supposed to be getting people that don't have family attachments, and they're asking questions.
When Mr. Van Cleef came upon your visitors yesterday, you neglected to tell him that they were inquiring about one of our volunteers.
That was nothing, Mr. Fouchon.
Oh, it was something, Randall.
Chance confronts her at a restaurant and explains her father probably felt shame and didn't want to bring her into his problems. Emil wants Chance for their next hunt, and then a dove flies into Chance's room, confirming that this is a John Woo movie. Chance does some investigation and gets attacked. Chance gets hauled into the police station and he points out the hole in the dog tags, so a new autopsy is ordered. Elijah fills out a form because he's going to be the next hunted, and Pik explains to the new client how they get away with doing this. Chance visits a brothel. Interesting. Kiki and her wonderful feet performing live. I mean, I'm not really into feet, but anything Kiki does, pretty good. Oh darn, nope. He's just there to find Randall and get information out of him. Also, why does he always assume every asshole's gay?
Look, he'll kill me if I don't do what he says. Please, you're gonna believe that.
Tell your boyfriend, Van Cleef. I'm gonna find out who killed Douglas Binder.
Detective May approaches the doctor that did the autopsy and tells him that he needs to do another one. Then we realize that he's been working for Emil, and Emil approaches him, and they have a nice conversation. They take Doc out and then they approach Elijah and explain the rules to him. Is $10,000 really worth your life? I mean, at least he gets a 5-minute head start. The client wounds him, but fails in his resolve to finish him, and that costs him. Elijah makes it to the crowded streets, which is almost worse because nobody's gonna help him. They just assume he's a bum and don't want anything to do with him, but this is a man that's getting hunted by other people in the streets. But at least we see Ted Raimi.
Hey, buddy. Hey, come on. Brother, help me, man. Come on, get up. Hey, come on, man.
Hey, man! I ain't got no change, man!
Guess they got a problem solved now, so they silence her up and then take him out. Chance sees his body the next day. I guess everybody's kind of figured out what's going on, so they go to see Randall, but he already has a visitor.
I was gonna call you, Mr. Van Cleef.
Of course you were, Randall. Of course you were.
The police arrive a little bit late. Detective May shows up, but she just takes some bullets, and they send a decent amount of men, but no amount of men can stop JCVD's kicks. Him and Nat get on the bike, and our chase begins, but the bike doesn't last long, and before you know it, every shot is causing explosions. They take the train out of town, and Emil's frustrated, so he brings in some of his previous hunters that have done a good job killing people. But even with all that, there's still time for romance.
Why do you want me to trust you with my eyes closed?
Close your eyes.
Chance finds his uncle Clarence, and it's played by Wilford Brimley. And seriously, who hasn't wanted to hear Wilford Brimley use a French accent? Probably no one, but here you go.
Day, mademoiselle. We'll fix him up good. Put bandage on it, no hurt.
Chance gets a shotgun and a horse, and he leaves Natasha with him. And then the bad guys show up, and they're not very polite. And even arrows can cause explosions now. So much for that house.
Mon petit fou putain.
Emil isn't impressed with his team, and he won't let Pik take him out from the air in the helicopter, which just wouldn't be sporting. And poor fucking horse, man, having to deal with all these explosions. Chance leads them to a factory location, and I'm pretty sure the amount of bad guys just doubled, but so did the amount of doves. Natasha decides that she's going back, and Emil gives a speech before they go in to kill Chance. Looks like a carnival or New Orleans parade stuff actually being stored in this warehouse, and Emil's jacket gets too hot, and also grenades seem to help Chance do flips.
Son of a bitch, it's good. God damn it, I'm gonna blow his goddamn head off.
And I'm no medical expert here, but it's not the bullets that killed him, it's the kick. Natasha and Clarence show up to arrow people and take fire. Think she's figured out how to use guns though. I like how the guy standing still can't shoot Chance, but him doing flips and swinging on ropes makes him more accurate. And again, it's not the guns, it's the kicks. I sure did enjoy the added use of grenades though, and we lose Pik. Goodbye, Mummy. Emil is not happy. It's time for a showdown with his one-shot gun, which makes everything explode. And when things don't go his way, well, he grabs a hostage. Chance charges him and starts kicking him before he starts kicking everything. And then he puts a grenade down his pants. He probably could have pulled it out, he had the time, but he just wanted to show off his personality. Go like a boss. Three of them walk off. The end. John Woo turned down Face Off at the time to do this as his first movie. There is a lot of stylized slow-mo. Originally they wanted Kurt Russell, but he was too busy. And that's a shame, because he's one of my favorites. This was Yancy Butler's first feature film, and I could have used a lot more of a romance scenario out of the two of them, whether they're hiding below the floorboards of the house or something and just in each other's arms, or they're freezing because they're outside in the pouring rain, though New Orleans pretty warm. They could have had a more romantic aspect to it. Could have happened. There was room. They got along for the most part, but Van Damme's ego at the time and John Woo's not so great English definitely caused some issues. It had a $20 million budget, it made $74 million, and in '93, that's a success.
Get in the fucking trucks. Move! Fucking move! Will you move? Move! They're fucking brain dead.
In the end, this is a solid Van Damme action movie where Lance Henriksen helped steal the show a little bit with his acting. Could have used a bit more support from its supporting cast, but yeah, you got that stylized John Woo's. Everything exploded. So many doves. Too much slow-mo, I would say. But overall, good movie. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. As always, guys, thanks for watching.